Hi, everybody. Welcome to Roll the Dice. We have a wonderful show for you on this May the 4th be with you. And I'm going to bring on the team. Bring on the team. I'm Jess.
I'm Alfred.
I'm Dave.
Maya.
And we are Roll the Dice. And how this works is first we're going to start with the game that we felt like playing, and then we're going to roll a die to see what game we play next. The game that we feel like playing today, to start off with, is called Letters from Camp. And as I just typed in the chat with a typo, sorry, I was going fast, we need nouns, things specifically. So if you can just load up the chat with some things, then we will use them for our game. And how this game works is we're going to be writing letters from summer camp to our parents, but our summer camp is based on the suggestions that you give us. So we'll start with doorbell camp.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to doorbell camp. You can't knock it.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm not sure if I should be thanking you for sending me to doorbell camp because I kind of feel like a ding dong here.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to doorbell camp. You know, getting really close with Sally. In fact, I'm thinking about giving her a ring.
All right, we'll switch over to shirt camp.
Shirt?
Shirt.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. You know what? All the collars have buttons on them. It feels like I'm at Oxford.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. The only problem is I'm the one who's short-sleeved again.
Mom and Dad, forget rules. You can't hop it.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. Everyone here has some real tricks up their sleeves.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. I'm having a blousy time.
Oh, dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. Everything they give me fits like a T.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp, but I got in a lot of trouble and I got arrested and now I have a jacket.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. You know, they're really kind of they're putting me in line. You know, everything here is real buttoned up.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. We're learning a lot about agriculture too. In fact, we're all wearing crop tops.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. I learned how to play poker, but I'm not very good at it because every time it was my turn, I folded.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. They're teaching me how to play polo.
Dear Mom and Dad, so I got in trouble, like really big trouble at shirt camp. They put me in cufflinks.
Oh,
all right.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to shirt camp. But I can't relate to these people. Like, I feel like there's just a gap.
Now we're going to go to dogs camp.
dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to dogs camp.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to dog camp. It's the best. It's such a nice spot.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to dogs camp. It's just like shirt camp, except it's pants.
Dear Mom and Dad. Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to dog camp. It's like I have a new leash on life.
Dear Mom and Dad, sorry I got sick and I had to come home from dog camp. But it's okay. Turns out the tuition can roll over.
Dear Mom and Dad, oh man, the tales I could tell you about dog camp.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to dog camp. I mean, it's really been a treat. Treat? A
Dear Mom
treat?
and Dad, I'm sorry I got so scared from dog camp. I felt like I had no choice but to flee.
Dear Mom and Dad, you know, after some thought, dog camp isn't that rough anyway.
Spoons.
Dear Mom and Dad,
No, I said
thanks for-
spoons. That's it. It's spoons. We're not squeezing another one in.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Spoon Camp. I had a joke for the other suggestion, but I guess I'll just table it.
Dear Mom and Dad, can I tell you, oh my God, I have so much scoop about Spoons Camp.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Spoons Camp. I'm having a reaction, but it's a measured one.
Dear Mom and Dad, everyone at Spoons Camp teaspoons me.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Spoon Camp. It was really wild. There's all kinds of everybody out here. In fact, they put us in categories. You might even say where some of them were slotted.
Dear Mom and Dad, I thought I was sick at Spoon Camp, but it turns out I just had a lot of tension. Yeah, the doctor said, you tense ill.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Spoons Camp, but unfortunately, I still don't have any energy. And that's a very niche joke.
Only people who are spoonies will get it. All right, one more. Beatbox Camp. This is bait.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is totally bait. And I want to thank Ben for the beatbox suggestion because he knew it would be fun.
Okay.
Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Beatbox Camp. It's booming.
That's not the button. The button is the off button. Okay,
Oh,
now we're gonna
Oh, I
actually
had
roll the
one.
die. We're gonna roll.
And I know how it
the
feels.
Rude.
All right, so
That's
let's
a
roll
wrap
our-
on Beatbox Camp.
We're gonna place
Oh,
categories. I think I remember how to place categories. So this one is, oh gosh, I gotta remember categories now. Oh yeah. So two people, we have a suggestion. The suggestion is the category, and people take turns saying words for that category. But occasionally somebody can switch up the category by saying which is also. So if it's like flowers, it would be tulip, rose, daisy, which is also a person on Nintendo. And then you got to do Nintendo characters. Does everyone remember that one now?
Yes.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
because otherwise we can't play it. So from the audience, what we need is categories. Things like flowers, things like that. And then we will do our thing with things that match that category. And right now I want to shout out to Ben and Janelle and some comedy and bunch of crap videos and everybody in the chat. And I appreciate you all. Tell your
What?
friends, bring more people in. It's more fun the more suggestions we get. And also, I want to say that if you can't see all the chat, up at the top, it might say top chat, change it to live chat. Live chat is how you get to see all the suggestions. All right. Our first suggestion is car models. Two people up for car models.
Toyota.
You cut out there.
Dodge Dart.
There you
Oh,
go.
okay. You go.
Oh, you go. I just went. Sorry. I just derailed the whole game. Accord.
Hyundai.
Saber.
which is also an animal tiger.
Lion,
Panther.
which is also
Tagging out Alfred. You took too long.
Oh, am I supposed to say what it is also?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm the guy that brought this game to us, and I just screwed it up by not remembering the rules. Thank you. Bye.
All right, our next category is trees. Dogwood,
Aspen.
oak,
Cottonwood.
cherry,
Maple, which is also a type of flavor.
blueberry,
Salted caramel.
orange,
Raspberry.
which is also a kind of computer.
It is.
Raspberry Pi. Yeah.
Oh, it is. That is correct. Apple.
Which is also a fruit.
Banana.
I can't think. Apple. Well, I repeated.
Yeah.
Who's coming in? All right. Next category is units of measurement.
Millimeters,
Kilograms.
kilos,
Meters.
inches,
Centimeters.
feet,
Yards.
tons,
Did you say tons or tongues?
tons.
Tons. Oh, butts, which is also another name for an anatomical body part.
Oh, elbow,
Nose.
fingers,
Eyeballs.
collarbones,
Teeth.
eyeballs.
I already said that.
Oh,
All right. Next category is blockbuster movies.
Like movies
Titanic.
from Blockbuster or like movies that have like made a lot of money?
Movies that have made a lot of money.
Okay.
Titanic. Would be both.
Oppenheimer.
The Wicked.
Barbie.
Godfather.
Avengers Endgame.
The Green Lantern.
Really? Wonder Woman.
I'm gonna call it there because we keep trying so hard to meet the category that we're missing so many opportunities to spin it. We're all too competitive. That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna roll the die. I love that. That's so funny. Or like meters, which are also things that but we didn't. Okay. Entrances and exits. This is an all play. Everybody on for this. And now what I need from the audience is some common words. Not maybe the, but like something common like happy or bell or I can't think of common words, so I need you to do it for me. So what's going to happen here is those common words are going to be given to each of us. And anytime those words are said, if we're off stage, we get on stage. If we're on stage, we get off stage. If the word's said 3 times, off, on, off. We're going to have some chaos here. All right. I am the first one on the list. So I will be table. Everyone remember that, table. David, you will be remote. And then Maya, we're skipping down to another person. Hi, Daniel Grigo. Fire, Maya. And Alfred, you are elevator. So the 4 words are table, remote, fire, and elevator. Everyone remember that? I'm table.
I'm remote.
On fire.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Elevator.
All right, I'll start off stage. Our Suggestion word is smelly.
Smelly.
Hmm.
Y'all, I smell smoke. We shouldn't be experiencing that here, should we? Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Do you smell smoke?
On
I
a
smell smoke.
honeymoon, we really should be experiencing it. Yeah.
Smoke?
Because my heart beats warmly with admiration for you.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh. I mean, th just warmly though? Shouldn't be
No.
like ardent.
No, it's hot. It's a burning fire, my love. A burning
Oh,
fire. Just
know-
don't ever leave me.
I'm upset you didn't think of that first. I'm gonna go take a moment.
No! I'm so alone. I'm like that pathetic guy that goes out to lunch by himself and they're like, table for two, and you're like, sadly, no.
I have to evacuate this place, everybody. I'm new. I'm totally new here. But I know from the manual that I read last week that when there's smoke, we're supposed to evacuate. And I'm not sure, but because we're so high up, I think we have to take the elevator.
Okay, I was going to take the stairs, but that's faster, so good luck with that.
Okay. So I got someone out. So I think I'm supposed to wait here and see if there's anyone else in this burning building and hope that the fire doesn't come and get me.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Do you smell the smoke?
I
Where did my husband go? Newly minted husband. Where did he go? We're on this remote island. And I mean, where
Oh,
did he-
hey, holy water. Looks like you guys started fighting this fire.
Oh, I gotta go look for him.
They did, and we're really high up, so the water got up here very
Wow.
well, which means that there must be some firefighters
Yeah,
down
yeah,
below sending
Yeah.
water up.
yeah, you would think. It's
Okay.
like, I mean,
Still can't find my husband, but whatever. It's fine. How how remote are we? Like how hard will it be for us to be found?
yeah,
You
I'm
know?
not really sure. I'll go check.
So I made a mistake.
Oh
I
no.
told your husband to use a conveyance that we're not actually supposed to use in the event of this type of emergency. And I should have told him to use the stairs or the escalator, but I didn't.
You told him to use the elevator, didn't you?
I did.
Well, you know what? There you are.
My love, finally we are reunited once again. I cannot wait until you and I sit across from each other at a remote table in a
I'm
back
gonna
room
go
of a.
see if those firefighters are here.
Oh,
Uh,
man.
I'll be right back, sweetheart. 1 second.
This manual is nuts. It's like War and Peace. Ugh. I know for sure that whenever there's smoke, I mean, what to do, but I don't
But
know.
not when there's fire.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so we are stuck here, and can we like table the discussion about whether or not we are getting any assistance and kind of figure out how we might be able to, I don't know, expedite our leaving from this remote location? Yes.
There's got to be
I
another
don't
manual.
want to interrupt, but the flames are actually right outside the door.
That's
Believe this
delightful.
would be an excellent time to simply get married here in the elevator. Maybe that's a bad decision.
I think
What? Why would he? What? Who is this man I'm
I
marrying?
think we should table this discussion for the fire.
I feel so lonely on this remote island of one. Apparently, everyone has left me on top. Oh, good.
I'm back. I'm back. Yeah. Listen, I'm not really here. Like called in via Zoom on my phone. So like if I were you, I would get out of there and maybe, I don't know, table any of the thoughts that you have of staying.
We're good. They put it out,
Oh,
Oh, good.
but
thank
there is
God.
structural damage.
Oh, can we use the elevator or not?
Better? Yeah. No. Yeah. Let me check the manual.
You did, and everything worked out fine.
Kind of. Does
I'm
that mean
here.
we're stuck here though? Like, can we use the stairs? Can
No,
we
I
use the
think we're
escalator?
stuck. We're all stuck here.
What about the fire escape?
I'm gonna go check it out.
Excellent. Well, I'm glad she's gone. You know, I'm not so sure about this marriage thing.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys seem to be made for each other. I mean, look how well you handled this fire.
Yeah. The thing is,
Oh.
every time we watch TV, she takes the remote.
Ah,
Really?
that's my cue.
This is when and how you decide that we're gonna break up? Really? I feel like maybe this is a conversation you should have opted to table until we weren't stuck alone up here.
I get what you're saying, and I realize now that this may be it. This may be it for us. So listen to me. I love you. I want to marry you. It's only you and me in this remote elevator. There's no one who could possibly marry us. But if there were, I would say I do. So I'll just say it right now. I love you. I agree to marry you. You and me together now in this elevator for. I got to go pay the minister, even though he wasn't here.
He's fired.
Excellent. Woo. All right. We're going to go back to our die. What time is it? It is 22 past the hour. Let's switch to our guessing game die. We're going to play late for work. All right. So let's get, I didn't share, did I?
No.
Trust me, it says 1. We're playing late for work. Okay. Y'all got to look up my nostrils while I looked at the top screen. Okay. So everybody get on. Who's our guesser?
I'll guess.
All right. So Alfred will guess, and then who wants to be the boss?
I'll do it.
Okay. Maya will be the boss. The boss can give verbal clues, and then Dave and I will be co-workers who can only pantomime clues. However, if the boss turns around and looks at the employees, we can talk to the boss, but we cannot give verbal clues. So Maya, the boss, will be helping our guesser understand 3 things. He will be trying to guess where he works, why he's late, and how he got here. So where, why, and how. So I'm going to put Alfred in the waiting room, and then he will come back and start guessing. So everyone say bye, Alfred.
Bye, Alfred.
Bye, Alfred.
All right. He's in the waiting room. So now from the audience, I need separately, all unrelated to each other, I need where he works, separate from that, because I'm going to pick from different people, probably, where he works, why he's late, and how he got here. So all right, we have funeral home. He works in a funeral home. And we have how he got here, or sorry, why he's late. I'm gonna, there was a line at the bank. Okay, so he works at a funeral home. There was a line at the bank. and how he got here is helicopter. All right. Funeral home. There was a line at the bank and he got here by helicopter. So Dave and I will give our pantomime clues and our boss Maya will give verbal clues. And we're going to try very hard not to make it too obvious right off the cuff. Cool. So here we go.
Well, 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 well. Look who decided to show up.
Well, there was some unforeseen circumstances. I was hanging out with the Pope, after all those harsh things that Donald Trump said about him. He needed to be cheered up.
Which
So
one? Francis?
Working at the pyramids here at the Great Pyramids in Egypt, I see a lot of people, popes and stuff. It's hard to keep it straight.
I feel like you're not picking up what is being laid down all the way down.
I was converting to Christianity, so that kind of takes a while,
You're digging yourself a hole right now.
Okay, look, with what you pay me, grave robbing is not the greatest
No,
occupation.
We're not talking about the post-production of this whole thing.
Oh, you're talking about why I'm late for the shoot of The Last Temptation of Christ.
No. You're getting off track here. I just, it's challenging when you dig yourself a hole and we are left to fill that hole.
Okay, look. Don't ask my dad where I was because he doesn't know, but my mommy does.
I feel like you're on the right track, but I feel like you're not hearsing me.
I'm not hearsing you?
You're not. Yeah.
Okay, look. The matter is, I'm late because I don't like being an undertaker at a mortuary, okay? It's a really depressing job.
Fair.
Okay?
Fair.
And it's embarrassing. Like, I lied to my friends.
But why were you late to your job here at the funeral home?
I was waiting in line at DMV, and I thought it would only take 5 minutes, but it turned out to take 5 days. And so I left there, figuring my luck couldn't get any worse.
You're cashing in on something here.
Okay, I was late because I'm Magic Mike, and that's my side hustle. So I had to go dance for people. Okay, that worked at my last job. I'm a guy who tips firefighters really well, and so
I feel like the DMV was not accurate, but the rest of that sentence might have been.
Okay. They rounded up all the usual suspects, and I was in a lineup. And they picked me out of the lineup, and I ended up having to lawyer up. And the fact of the matter is, I'm a dealer. Okay, I'm a dealer. I'm a casino employee.
You're cashing in on some real wild things here, and I'm kind of getting a little. It's a little boring, honestly.
was at my side job, okay? Look, and then the FBI came and
Do you want to
profiled
get
me.
your? Do you want to get paid?
Yeah,
Do you want to get paid? Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, we're not doing direct deposit here.
No, it's cash only. It's making it rain. I'm late because it was raining.
No,
I'm late
no.
because I was with Meryl. I was cooking up an idea. I was
I'm not. I'm.
okay.
I'm
Look, I
counting
understand.
on you. You understand? What do you
Yeah,
understand?
that you are mad at me because I was late to the mortuary because I went to my regular bank and they wouldn't let me do it, so I had to go to a check cashing place, and you know how those places are, and they wouldn't cash my check.
You know what though? When you are at a bank, it can be real boring. Why do you think that is? Why do you think it is so boring? Why
I was
does it
stuck
take
in
so long
line.
to go
I
to
was
the bank?
standing in line at the bank.
Okay, fine.
That's why
All
I
right.
went to the check cashing place, because I was standing in line at the bank, which took up all my time.
Okay, fair.
Okay, you can
Fair.
relate to that,
It's reasonable.
boss.
It makes sense. It makes sense. However, how did you manage to get here, huh?
Well, it's easy. I was going to take the bus, but because of the mix-up at the bank, I had no money. So I just told everybody, "Hey, look at me. I'm Sylvester Stallone." And then they sent a private helicopter to come pick me up. I could have been. Or maybe it was Macaulay Culkin I told them I was.
No,
Or
not
maybe
Macaulay Culkin.
I was just
Okay, so
at the
so
J.C. Penney
once
portrait
more, just
studio.
just for clarity, can you please confirm what on earth is happening right now?
Well, I'm late to work at the funeral home because I was standing in line at the bank, and I got here on the Flying Fickle Finger of Fate Award ceremony from Laugh-In, which we all remember. It was a great show, which sent a helicopter because I look like Sylvester Stallone.
I don't know about that Sylvester Stallone part, but okay, fine.
You got it. Woo!
That was not
You
easy.
know, we were trying not to make it too obvious, but you were also trying not to make it too obvious.
It was not too obvious.
All right. 3, question this. All right, so I need all 3 contestants. And we don't need anything from the audience for this one. This is all us. So I am the host of a game show called Question This, and we have with us 3 lovely contestants. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello, I'm Dave.
Tell us about yourself.
I am 5th generation clown from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
All right, 5th generation clown from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Very, very, very typecast. And who else do we have here?
Well, howdy. My name is Janine, and I am a farmer, and I farm itty bitty baby broccoli.
Itty bitty baby broccoli. I love itty bitty baby broccoli. Thank you, Janine, for your hard work. And who else do we have today?
I'm Professor Plantar Fasciitis, and I graduated with honors from correspondence school many, many times.
Oh, excellent. All right. I bet correspondence school is very easy on your feet since you can do it from home.
I don't understand.
I know. Dave, you won the 3-sided coin toss backstage, so would you pick a category, please?
Airships.
Airships for how much?
3,000.
Airships for 3,000, and we have helicopter.
Um,
Gotta buzz in.
Uh, what was the name that Led Zeppelin rejected right before they picked the name for their group?
That is correct. You have the board.
I'm gonna take.
Yeehaw!
Okay, I'm gonna take fast food franchises for 1,000.
All right. We have Wendy's. Dave, go ahead.
What franchise logo does not exhibit a clown?
That's correct. You have the board.
Oh, great, great. I would like pasta dishes for 900.
We have Fusilli. Go ahead, Janine.
What is, if you say something funny, Fusilli?
That's it. You got
I
the board.
understand that.
Alrighty, well, I would like cruciferous vegetables in pop culture for 500.
I don't know how we got that category with you on the show, but we did. Broccolini.
How much fat?
You gotta wait until I call on you, man. Go ahead.
I don't really understand.
Dr. Fasciitis. Go ahead. You rang in.
Cabbage Patch Dolls? What is Cabbage Patch Dolls?
Incorrect. We've got Janine.
What are itty bitty baby broccoli?
They are itty bitty baby broccoli. You've got the board.
Oh goodness. All right. Well, I would like famous letters in history for $300.
Famous litters in history. 101 Dalmatians. And
Could
that
it
was
be
Dr.
when-
Fasciitis.
Sorry, the protocol frightens and confuses me. Could it be when George Washington littered the Potomac River with a coin?
No, it's 101 Dalmatians. Who's buzzing in? Janine.
What is a PETA commercial waiting to happen?
That is correct. You've got the
All
board.
right. I would like cruciferous vegetables in pop culture for $100.
We're gonna go with Vlasic. Janine.
What is a big deal?
That's absolutely correct. And that brings us to our lightning round. So you get the board again.
Oh my goodness. All right. I would like famous clowns for $400.
All right, we have Bozo. Janine.
What is what I call my Uncle Bill?
That is correct. And I don't understand why Dave didn't get that. But you've got the board again, Janine.
All right. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to say famous letters for $400.
All right, famous litters. We have confetti. That's some litter. Yes, Dr. Fasciitis.
What is a arpeggio of the Galapagos Island as they structure in a reverse helix with the Universal Light Church giving their blessing on humanity?
I think that Dr. Fasciitis may have had some of the brown acid. So we're going to just go ahead and call this game for Janine. Good job.
Yeehaw!
All right, let's we're gonna go ahead and roll again. 19, panel of experts, get everyone back up here. More characters. Okay.
Oh, goodness.
So we're going to ask our panel of experts in a second to introduce themselves, but first we need to know what they're experts in. So what I need is a kind of periodical, like a magazine, newspaper, TV show, things like that. Throw that in the chat, or maybe a period of time, or maybe just kind of an age that a person can be. And these are lenses through which our experts look at the world. So I need the chat to be full of suggestions, not the things that we're full of. Joy and vinegar. Okay, so, oh my goodness, really? All right, we got Maya. You are
Hi.
writing for the Weekend Times.
Okay.
Weekend Times. Dave, you are a writer for Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
And Alfred, you are from the disco era. All right. And now from the audience, what we need is a topic that everyone, unrelated to their individual professions, is going to answer questions on. So we need a topic that all of these experts are on a panel to talk about that is outside of their expertise. So what we need is for the audience to come up with something. That's what we need. Quantum physics. So now, audience, please give us questions to ask our experts about quantum physics. And in the meantime, I will have our panel introduce themselves from top to bottom.
Yes, hello. Delighted to be here. I'm Dr. Spariva, and I'm a writer for the Weekend something.
The Weekend Times, yes.
Thank you. Yes, Weekend Times. Yes, yes. I'm delighted to be here. I've been shortlisted for the Pulitzer several times, and yes.
Okay, and moving on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm Larry Cosmo, somehow associated with writing for Seinfeld. Yeah.
And next,
Talk. Just get down.
all right. Well, we do have some questions coming in for our panel here talking about quantum physics. No, we don't have questions yet. We're waiting for questions, but I'll ask one. Can you tell me the best formula that you have ever heard of?
Why, yes, I can easily answer that. I have heard of baby formula.
Hmm.
That is the best formula I have ever heard of. You know what? It nourishes us more than the quadratic equation, which, frankly, is a bit of a poser.
Hmm. Anyone else want to field that one?
Yeah. Formula One. Yeah. I'm telling you, Chair, they're going everywhere. Everywhere at high speed. They don't even brake. Yeah.
I got a formula. I got a formula. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Shake the hips. 3, 4, 5. Now back, back, and slide. Back, back, and slide. And then you wink. Works every time.
All right. We have a question here. How does the Stargate work? Whoever wants to field that.
I got this. Stargate. To the left, to the right, to the left, and up and back. It's a Stargate.
No, my friend, that is not how a Stargate works. As someone who knows architecture, I find that, you press the button and it just goes through. Works.
Yes, I I find that Stargate is best understood by putting the DVD in the DVD player
Oh,
and enjoying the vocal stylings of one James Spader.
All right. On that note, will his next leap be the leap home?
Let's try it right now, will you? Yeah.
it will not.
Home.
No leaps for you. 1 year.
I feel like the answer is in Scott Bakula's name. He's going back. You know?
Okay.
Why did that sound like a vampire reference? What's the deal with
What is the preferred quantum mechanics chaser for a Grey Goose straight up?
Well, I prefer my goose silly and sideways, but, you know, to each their own.
When I order a drink, I look at the glass and I look deep inside of it and I ask it one question. How deep is your love?
Well, I think the goose. I don't know. You know, maybe you shouldn't. Even mess with the goose. High five. No. Yeah. All right.
All
No more
right.
questions. What? Come on.
No, we have one more. One more. Can quantum physics improve one's golf swing?
Yes.
No, but it can help your dance.
No one needs work, but I appreciate the effort. Golf is not a sport, but disco dancing is. So the answer to all of these questions is oh yes to the left and oh yes to the right. Everybody, oh, to the left, to the right, and
I
up
will leave you
and
with
back.
this. I will leave you with this. I think that quantum physics is probably something that would help disco dancing so it's not just left and right. Maybe we could find a wormhole and go through. And now
Yeah.
back to our die. And we're going to change our die to our 12-sided die. And we're going to play a little quickfire game called 185. And from the audience, what I need are animals, and I also need occupations. So maybe not occupations that an animal would have, unless it's a really classy animal that knows how to do stuff. I don't know, but we need separately animals and occupations. And what we're going to do is a game called 185. I'd like everybody to come up for this. And it's a quick fire game, so we're going to be making some puns. I don't apologize for this at all because we do love some puns. So fill up that chat with animals and occupations, and 185 of something is going to walk into a bar and we're going to make jokes about it. Not behind their back, to 185 of their faces. Don't worry about it. So we have ophthalmologists.
Hmm.
185 ophthalmologists.
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" And they said, "Let me see your menu."
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" He goes, "Thought it'd be clear."
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar and order their drinks in eyeball glasses.
185 ophthalmologists walk into the bar and say, "Oh, we really should have seen that."
Ophthalmologists walk into a bar and the bartender says, "What do you have?" And they're like, "Well, what do you got?" And he's like, "Well, there's the menu." And they're like, "So E?"
185 ophthalmologists walk into a bar. It's karaoke night. And I don't want to see me because it's Iris. Goo Goo Dolls.
Parrots, 185 parrots, not pirates, but parrots.
185 parrots walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, it's last call." And they're like, "Oh, we're not drinking. We're just here for the crackers."
185 parrots walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" They said, "Oh, we'll have some Molson."
185 parrots walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" He says, "Whatever's in that beaker."
All right, we're going to grasshoppers.
185 grasshoppers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" And grasshopper's like, "Duh."
185 grasshoppers walk into a bar. They're like, what do you have? He says, "I don't know. Just put some chocolate on mint and we'll see where that goes."
185 grasshoppers walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" They're like, "Oh, no. I'm not a customer. I'm actually the entertainment. I'm a stand-up comic." "Oh, yeah? Tell me a joke." So he tells a joke. Crickets.
Oh,
Next up, turtles. We could use more
Turtle.
suggestions in the chat, please. Turtle.
185 turtles basically walk into a bar.
Hundred 185 turtles walk into a turtle bar, and they're like, "What time do you close?" And they're like, "In 300 years."
185 turtles walk into a bar. They ask the bartender, "Hey, do you have any snacks?" They said, "Yeah, we got peanuts." And they said, "In a shell?"
185 turtles walk into a bar, and the bartender looks at them and is like, "I need an ID because I know you guys, Michelangelo, Donatello. You guys are just teenagers."
185 turtles walk into a bar and the bartender says, "What kind of drink would you like?" And they say, "Something with slow gin."
185 turtles walk into a bar. They said, hey, did you guys see a hare around here anytime?" He goes, he couldn't wait.
185 turtles walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" "Oh, nothing. We're just on a bar crawl."
Ooh, that's a good one.
185 turtles and other reptiles walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, I got to get out of here, so it's going to be last call." And the reptiles are like, "That's cold-blooded."
185 marketing assistants. "185 marketing assistants walk into a bar and the bartender says, 'Can I get you a drink?' And they say, 'No, we're just mediating people here.'"
185 marketing assistants walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, what do you have?" And the marketing assistant says, "You know what? You're the best looking bartender in this bar. I think that you should, if I got a pyramid scheme for you."
185 marketing assistants walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "I'm mortified. I'm completely out of booze." And the marketing assistants are like, "That's amazing. We're going to help you go to the store right now and buy things for the bar." Talk about synergy.
That made as much sense as synergy normally does. All right, 185 chefs.
Chefs.
chefs. Or chefs, if you want.
Chefs. 185 chefs walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" And they said, you know, I don't know what they said actually.
Filling that dead air. Love it.
I do what I
180
can.
185 chefs walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, "We just had this thing with the turtles, and now you." Like, again, we need an ID because it looks like you're 185 Julia Childs.
185 chefs walk into a bar and they order 185 steaks. And the bartender says, "We don't serve steaks here. This is a bar." And the chefs say, "Oh, so now you're the cut up." Filling that dead air.
185 chefs walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" They say, like, "Oh, I'd like some cooking wine, please."
All right, one more. Maybe more. We got quantum physicists. Such a joker.
185 quantum physicists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "What do you have?" And they walk right back out.
185 quantum physicists walk into a bar and the bartender says, "When will you have?"
Mm. 185 quantum physicists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, what do you have?" And they all said, "Do you have the time?"
185 quantum physicists walk into the bar and the bartender says, we're all out of booze, but you can Hadron Collider." I tried
185
to make
quantum
it work.
physicists walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "What do you have?" And the physicists are like, "You figure it out."
Ha!
Ah,
All right, one more, and then we're gonna find the button in this one. All right, tattoo
No
artists.
pressure.
Tattoo artists.
185 tattoo artists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Hey, what do you have?" And he goes, "What are you, Ink?" Ink? Nothing?
185 tattoo artists walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "It's last call." And they're like, "Okay, we'll have a beer." And then after last call, they try to order another beer, and the bartender is mad. And he's like, "You know what? You could never come back to this bar again." And they're like, "Really?" And then the bartender's, "Really?" And they're like, "So it's permanent?"
Well, 185 tattoo artists walk in the bar. Bartender says, "Hey, what do you have?" And he goes, "Well, the tattoo artist says, I don't know." He goes, "Well, you know what? I got a question for you. What's the difference between ice and water?" And the tattoo artist all said, "Well, that's a fine line."
185 tattoo artists walk into a bar. Bartender says, "Blah." And they say, "What?" Translator says, "You're on Tatooine."
Hey, I like that one. Tatooine. Pew pew. Yeah, may the 4th be with you all. We're gonna just quickly do some plugs. Does anybody have anything to talk about that they're working on?
Well, I'll be
I was just laughing.
I'm in Sacramento at the Guild Theater this Friday for the Jury Experience, an interactive live stage show where I am Judge Thompson presiding. Also shows coming up in San Jose and San Francisco, thejuryexperience.com.
On Wednesday, I'll be accompanying the 5th grade choir on ukulele, and on Monday, I'll be accompanying the 6th grade. So if you're anywhere near Haines School those nights, come on out.
If anyone's going to be at Series Fest in Denver this week, let me know. I hope to run into you there. Otherwise, hydrate.
Hydrate. And for me, if you're in Omaha or surrounds, come to see Cassidy Croft and the Lost Treasure of Jesse James, or Treasure Hardly Knew Her. It's a long title. And that's the 61st annual melodrama for Florence, Nebraska. And with that, we're going to close out. I'm Jess.
I'm Dave.
I'm Alfred.
I'm Maya.
And we are Roll the Dice. Join us again in 2 weeks on the third Monday of the month. And then we're taking a hiatus through June to come back in July. So May, what is it? It's May the 4th
18th.
now. So it'll be May 18th. And we'll see you then and there and where. Quantum.
Thanks,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye-bye.